put together a lot of footage of this Jeep being put through some of the nastiest trails here in Colorado, across the US. But today, we're taking a step back, and not only are we going to give you some good footage of this truck going up Carnage Canyon, which is one of the harder trails here in Colorado, but we're also going to take a look at these rockers. These rockers have been key to us surviving all these trails for the last few years that we've been running this truck. So let's take a look at a cutaway version of what actually makes these things stand out from the competition. The Billy Rocker system is made of 3 individual components: the tub armor, the space frame, and the outer wrap. When you put these 3 components together, you actually wind up with 3/4 of an inch of aluminum in between your body sitting back here and the rock sitting, well, out here. The tub armor is designed as a base for the other 3 pieces to then mount. The tub armor goes on the side of the vehicle, and it's most importantly held on not by the 5 on the side here of the vehicle, it's actually the 8 that are down on this return. The space frame is the next piece. This actually runs the full length of the tub armor, and it goes and attaches to the 8 holes that I just talked about on the tub armor, and then also wraps underneath the vehicle to grab the rail where, if you had a Rubicon, your Rubicon rails would be attached. It's held on there by 4 3/8 bolts and clip nuts. The space frame is designed so that it actually helps negate the leverage that you're going to have when you wind up hitting a rock on the far outside, and it's going to keep the whole system from running to roll up into the side of your vehicle. So your first line of defense in this system against rocks is going to be the outer wrap. The outer wrap is, of course, made out of 3/16 aluminum. It grabs the space frame in 12 locations actually. So you have 6 flathead 3/8 bolts on the top and 6 on this return here. They're also all countersunk, so it's a nice smooth sliding surface. You can see that we go in and we actually dimple die, not just cut oval holes, into this section of the outer wrap. What that does is it actually adds rigidity to this piece, so that then when you're coming down real hard on rocks, it doesn't deform the entire section. Another unique attribute of this system is we designed it so it would work with non-body lifted and body lifted vehicles. We can accommodate a 1-inch body lift just with the standard parts that we manufacture. If by chance you have an 1.5 inch or a 2-inch body lift, we can work with that as well, but you'll have to call us for a custom part. So these rockers have wheeled literally across the country. We've hit some of the major hot spots like Johnson Valley, California, Las Cruces, New Mexico, here in Colorado, Arizona, and some places that I've probably forgotten, and maybe that's for a good reason. But with all that wheeling that we've done, these rockers have been holding up to everything, and it hasn't been transferring that energy into the body. You can see my body is still perfectly straight. Let's take a look at some of the impacts that this thing's taken. You can see, although some people do have a concern with these oval dimple-dyed holes, that you're actually going to get hung up on them. I can tell you I never have, and you can even see here where we've had rocks that have just gone right across the top of them, skipping from one hole to the next, and we've never been snagged. You'll also notice here with the countersinks that we've had actually rocks go across the top of the countersink, and you can still pull them out if you need to. With the way this system's designed, you can actually purchase a new outer wrap from us. So say you want to sell your vehicle, or you just beat these up and decide it's time for a new outer wrap. Well, you can actually call and purchase that from us directly. It's not a part that we list on our website, but like I said, you can call us and order it at any time. This truck has actually had 2 sets of outer wraps on it. The reason why is because we originally had our logo cut in right in this area. But under some of the extreme abuse that we put it through, we noticed that the logo would actually kind of pop and do some things that we didn't like. So we actually pulled our logo back out of the part and then added 2 dimple dies to increase the strength again. It's a beautiful day here in Colorado, so let's stop sitting around and talking and actually head up the trail and look at the abuse that these things can take. We're at a pretty decent angle here since you're kind of videoing through the roof. But the rocker is super stable. I'm not worried about it going anywhere. The Jeep's very stable still at this point. So we're just gonna grab a winch line and give it the little tug that we need and move forward.